Oak Ridge Boys using a concert stop in Tulsa to help launch a campaign to fight fraud aimed at our senior citizens. Ed Murray talked to the group about this devastating issue.
When my race is run, when my song is sung, will I have to wonder, did I make a difference?
The Oak Ridge Boys recorded Did I Make a Difference in 2006. In 2019, the answer is yes to fighting fraud and scams against our nation's seniors.
We are senior citizens now ourselves, and we are aware that there's a very serious problem out there. And we've all been raised and taught to do the right thing.
The Oak Ridge Boys have always had the philosophy, the way you judge success is how you pass it along. And we believe in passing along our name, our likeness, our word, and helping people.
The Country Music Hall of Famers jumped at the opportunity to be the face of a national campaign that includes a strong social media presence and this public service announcement.
Hi, we're the Oak Ridge Boys.
Scammers steal billions of dollars from unsuspecting people every year.
We are working with AARP's Fraud Watch Network and the Department of Justice to keep you from being a victim of fraud.
They have vital information for you.
They will help you get in touch with folks that fight fraud every day.
Go to aarp.org/fraudwatchnetwork.
At that AARP site, you'll find a helpline number, the latest schemes, and a link to show scams in your area.
So if you know of fraud that's happening in Edmond, Oklahoma, or Salisaw, we're able to target that and map those frauds out so people know what are the growing trends in frauds and scams. And once you're aware of that, then you can be better informed.
My wife has been a victim of fraud. Someone stole her Social Security, and it took about a year to get all of that mess straightened out. And had we been in this particular Fraud Watch Network, where we could have gotten some help immediately, it might not have taken a year to get it all straightened out.
Oklahoma ranked 33rd last year for identity theft, with just more than 3,100 cases. Credit card fraud, the most common crime. We dropped to 41st for other fraud schemes, but that still meant more than 19,000 cases with 11 million in losses. Imposter scams led the way.
It sounded just like Bjorn. I could have sworn it was in my wife too.
Yukon's Ray Olson was hit by well-organized fraudsters. The caller even knew his grandson spoke with a Norwegian accent and told Ray he was in jail due to a DUI accident while visiting New York.
He was crying his eyes out. He said, "Papa, can you help me?" I said, "I sure will." I scraped up $4,200 and wired it.
The next day, another call, a supposed lawyer saying they needed another $10,000 because a victim of the crash needed an operation. The World War II vet borrowed and sent the cash, only to get a third call.
I don't have any more. I said, "He's got a sister lives in Denver. Why don't you call her? Maybe she's got some money." They called her. And of course, she knew that it was a scam.
Ray realizes his banker was willing to help, as was the sister in Colorado. But it's hard not to rush when the pressure is on.
I could have called Denver, but I don't know, when your grandson is crying and pleading, I need help. I didn't think of that.
It is my view that people who orchestrate these schemes are among the lowest forms of life in this world, and my office has a zero-tolerance policy with regard to their actions.
Oklahoma Attorney General Mike Hunter says 16 of the 21 felony cases handled by his protection office last year involved victims who were 62 and older, citizens who grew up when you could trust someone at their word.
I think the Attorney General said it. There's nothing we can do about bad people doing bad things, but we can sure fight. And the Oak Ridge Boys, we're for fighting.
And so is an army of AARP fraud fighters, ready to come to any senior organization, large or small, to present their protection program.
And if this can help somebody from doing what I did, well, I praise the Lord.
Ed Murray, the Oklahoma News Report.